The Alberta government is gearing up to offload some of its stash of Turkish Tylenol to Ukraine. Premier Smith says the province is working on a deal to send the controversial children's pain medication to the invaded nation, despite the drugs being pulled for safety reasons here. Tim Brooke explains.
Bottles were imported from Turkey in 2022 during a countrywide shortage of children's medication. But Alberta's so-called Turkish Tylenol was fraught with problems, and in 23, the drugs were pulled. Now they're likely shipping out again.
A group approached us to help provide this medication to the war-torn areas of the world. We said we'd work with them. So we're working with them and Health Canada, and we'll have more to say if we come to an agreement.
Experts say the meds pose serious health risks when given to infants, but the Premier can't quite explain why what's not up to standards here is all right elsewhere.
Well, Ukraine's in the middle of a war, as you probably know.
And Danielle Smith only took one question on the matter Friday before leaving her media availability.
With AHS and the government?
In the middle of a war zone, we're going to say, here, take our garbage medication that we say isn't good enough for Alberta kids. That is not okay.
Alberta has been sitting on 1.4 million bottles of the medication. The province paid $70 million to MH Care Medical for the drugs, but only received about 30% of the shipments. And now, MH Care is in the middle of a very public AHS contracting scandal.
Things have gotten progressively worse for this government over the last month as the various layers of the onion have been peeled back on this scandal, and we've sort of found out more and more. What they thought might be a relatively cheap political win actually turned out to be a political cost to them.
We asked the Premier's office if the drugs were being sold or donated, but did not hear back before deadline.
And Tim joins us tonight with more. Tim, if the deal is finalized, Alberta taxpayers aren't off the hook quite yet.
Yes, Ian, according to Globe and Mail reporting, provincial documents show it could cost the province as much as $275,000 to send all of that medication to Ukraine. And the clock is ticking here, Ian, because apparently those same documents show all of these drugs are set to expire within the next 13 months.
Tim, thanks very much.